Hello everybody, 4-Star here, and we are back again with week 5 of the Ultimate Arena League, the UAL. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video. I know that the new college football game just dropped. I'm playing it on my girlfriend's console just as much as you guys are playing it here, so thank you guys for just stopping by and watching something a little bit different. You might be college footballed out, but don't worry, we still got a little bit of arena football action here. We have 4 games here this week. We got the Predators versus the Force, the Phantoms versus the Storm. All 4 teams have 2 wins here, and they're trying to get their 3rd. And then we have the battle of the undefeateds here, right in the right smack dab in the middle of the video here. The Wolfpack are going to go against the Miami Hooters here. Both teams undefeated here, so this one should be a good one. And then I didn't believe that's it. So we have the Rampage versus the Soul first, so that's gonna be good. Can the Soul get their first win of the season? That's gonna be a really tough one here with Potsy and Chris Lopez at the helm here. Let's see if they could get it done here. We also got a new addition to the team. You guys will see that in later on in this video, but let's get right into it. Rampage versus Soul up next.
The Grand Rapids Rampage.
So here we are, week number 5 to start off the video here. The Grand Rapids Rampage making their first appearance here in the series, and they're going to be taking on the 0-3 Philadelphia Soul here in Philadelphia. Look at Lopez, and already Lopez making an impact already. Touchdown on the very first play of the game. Hamilton looking. Throws it right to Scott for the INT. What a big play.
On. You gotta stay put.
Goes Potsy. Breaks a tackle. He'll take it in for his 2nd total touchdown today. Potsy, deep ball to Steve Smith. Breaks a tackle. He's in. And they're not having any trouble here scoring. Oh, and again, Scott, will he take it all the way? No, he won't, but what an INT.
Come on,
Goes it to Lopez, and Chris Lopez grabs another one.
Oh, yeah, can't stop me. Can't stop me. I got a rhythm. Yeah, baby.
Comes Potsy. Looking, but he gets sacked for a safety. Tried to find someone. Did not work. They give it to Avery again. No, Hamilton calls his own number and he scores. Back in the game they go. Looking for Lopez, throws it high. Got it to him, and he's going to be in the red zone. Potsy. Lopez wide open, throws a bullet to him, and he scores his 3rd touchdown of the game. Here comes Hamilton again. Takes the blitz here, looking, and Major gets an easy touchdown. Goes it to Smith, and got it to him. That's a touchdown. Major is the man in motion. Goes it. Oh, and Chris Lopez tried to go for broke there, but Marshall gets the big gain, and here comes Hamilton. Hamilton looking, has Schneider, and he gets the curl route off and scores. The 2 INTs helped. Here comes Price. Price fumbled the ball, and that is all Grand Rapids there, but Quick falls on the ball. Going for it here on 4th down. Throws it high. Got Schneider. He takes it in for a touchdown, and the Rampage take the lead. Run play here, and Schneider's going to get the score. 2-point conversion, and now they make it a square 3-point game. They make it 3. He will. Touchdown, Steve Smith. Avery, what a broken tackle, and there's nothing but green in front of him. And oh, what a sack there. Great job there by number 90 to get a big sack. He's going to try to knock this one through and tie the ball game. And there he is, France, and that's a no-doubter. It's good. They need to stop for a loss here if they want to stop the clock. If not, they're going to have to let them score. And Avery says, I'm going to score on my own. Big touchdown there. And Philadelphia calls a timeout. That's their last one.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to little bit.
Was it high? 3 seconds. It's got a touchdown. Scott just gave them a chance to win this game. They're going to go for it. This is for the game. Philadelphia can win this one with a 2-point conversion. They're going to go for it here. Looking. Somebody get open. Chris Lopez got the sliding catch. What a game. And they win this one 67-66 off the sliding catch. All right, and that's it for this game. Posse with an impressive game here today. 8 touchdowns, 1 on the run, 304 yards, 14-25, and he got sacked twice, but he finally got the win after having a great performance like that. Not too much running here. Of course, Posse getting a touchdown off the run. The receiving end, Steve Smith, 5 receptions, 4 touchdowns. Christian Lopez, 4 receptions, 3 touchdowns. And Sean Scott with a touchdown as well. And then on the other side, Scott getting not only a touchdown, but 2 INTs on the other side of the ball. A great win for the Philadelphia Soul. Now let's get right into our next part of the episode. It's going to be hard to top that one off here today, but let's get right into that one.
The Georgia Force.
And here we go. Another divisional matchup. This time the Predators take on the Force. We've seen this one before, but we never seen it with KJ Wright. I'm sorry, KJ Brown. And look at KJ Brown, another rushing touchdown for the quarterback. They scored a touchdown here on a 3rd and long. Oh, and wow, Dudley got the ball somehow. I want to see that one again. What in the world kind of animation is that? I've never seen that in this game before. What the hell? And that was a one-handed, left-handed grab too. I don't even think he's left-handed. Miller, kick is up. He definitely got the leg. It's going to be no good. And that's a fumble. Oh, and Jerry James picks it up, and he's going to get it in for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Was it to Bergeron? That's a touchdown. Here, rolls off. Oh. He fumbled the ball. It's in the end zone. Is it going to be a touchback or a touchdown? It's a touchback. AJ looking here. Back foot to Bergeron. It is picked off by Jerry James. Jerry James, there he goes. In down inside the 15 with 4 seconds left. They're going to kick a field goal.
Come on. Okay, they made a mistake and they know it. Let's make them pay. Get out there. Go.
In motion. Brown again. This time he gets a lane, and that's a score. KJ Brown when he's in that red zone. Oh, gives it to Aldridge, and Aldridge has nothing but Green in front of him. He doesn't get touched until the goal line. Looking. Wow, has Farzell wide open. Gives it to Lee. He's got it in stride. And that's a fumble. He fumbled the ball as he went down. There's no reviews. There are no reviews, and they just fumbled away. Stafford, no rush. Looking, oh, and there is Javaris Dudley with the touchdown. And they finally take the lead. To a touchdown here, but then something always happens. And look at KJ. Garrett gets in. Oh, no. Gets at the 1-yard line. Is it the Setzer? And he gets it in. The backup fullback.
Yeah, this is my house. This is my house.
Boys becoming in. Marcel looking ready though. Dudley, what a big catch off the tip. Goes with a run this time. Moye Moore gets it, and he's gonna get in. That's a touchdown for Orlando. The Predators somehow get out of this drive with a score. AJ looking deep. And he's got him, Bergeron.
Timeout called by the...
In motion. That is going to be Jerry James looking. Throws it deep past Jerry James. Goes it to Bergeron again. Inside.
Let me hear, baby. What's with that, jerk?
KJ. And it gets in. KJ Brown with the game, almost a game-winning touchdown there.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, I'm the best. Yeah.
And that is the game winner. No time left, no timeouts left for Orlando. And they will get out of here with a big victory. No timeouts left for them to stop the running clock. And that is the game. 59-55. KJ Brown with another amazing game. Well, the Force win this one 65-59. A huge win here for KJ and the boys, and KJ Brown. 3 passing touchdowns with 342 yards with a 59% completion percentage. He only had 1 pick on his resume today, but 23 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns, 5 altogether with the Georgia Force here. Kevin Aldridge getting involved as well. 22 yards out of only 2 carries and getting a touchdown. And of course, Bobby Setzer, the old lineman, the backup old lineman, getting a rushing touchdown as well. Troy Bergeron, the guy with all the touchdowns, all 3 receiving touchdowns coming from him, 203 yards and 8 receptions. Nick Ward stepped up here today as he got 6 receptions and 90 yards. And there goes the other 2, Matthew Thomas and Derek Lee, all getting a reception as well. What a huge win here from the Georgia Force, now advancing to 3-1 and keeping themselves on pace here with the team that we're going to be taking on next year, the Hooters, who are 3-0 and can go 4-0 if they beat the undefeated Wolfpack. Let's get right into it.
And now taking the field, the visiting team.
So here we go, the battle of the undefeated teams here. The Washington Wolfpack come in here 4-0 and are trying to upset the 3-0 Miami Hooters. Let's get right into it. Here's Carter, and look at Carter go.
There it is.
Jordan Carter, not going to be stopped. He takes it all the way. Here's Dell, looking. Gives it to Abrams, and he'll have no problem getting into the end zone there. That's a touchdown. They respond quickly. Here comes Doug Kelly. Finally getting Don Robbie Smith open, and that's why they've been playing press on him. Big touchdown there from Don Robbie Smith. Could this be the move? Butler, this time giving him space, and he scores. First coverage here. Dell fumbled the ball, and it's picked up by Simpson, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. He will take this in for a fumble return for a touchdown for the Hooters. 41 yards, a new record. Goes it in. Butler's wide open. Will he get caught? No, he won't. That's a touchdown. And here. Looking around here. Throws it. Ooh, wow, what a catch. How did he catch that? Dell throws it, and that is Simpson. Will Simpson take it back at the 20, at the 10, touchdown.
The final score is
The Hooters take command and don't let go. They win this one 62-40, and they are now one of the only undefeated teams left. I don't believe they are the only undefeated team left, but they might be. That's a huge win there for the Hooters. And now Washington will go 4-1. So Gary Kelly ends up the day with 5 touchdowns here, 194 yards with a 123 rating. Only 10 completions here today, and most of them was touchdowns. He did get sacked twice here, but what a day from him. On the rushing end, Jordan Carter, he ended his day early, but he did end up with 38 yards and a touchdown. And then, of course, on the receiving end, Tay Butler was all over the field, 4 receptions, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Gerard Simpson here, our player of the game, he gets 4 receptions, 57 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns as well as a INT return for a touchdown. And Robbie Smith, only 2 receptions today, but he made the best out of them. 45 yards and a touchdown. And then for the Wolfpack here, can't be ashamed of this one, but Chris Dell, he had a hard time against this defense. Nobody wanted to catch the ball today. Nobody wanted to hang on to the ball. 228 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. Frazier only 5 yards. And then of course Orlando Abrams being the star of the day, 6 receptions, 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Harper Dew tried to get it going as well, 5 receptions, 56 yards and a touchdown. And Kevin Jackson with a touchdown as well with 5 receptions and 85 yards respectively. So let's get into what's happened around the league here for week 5. All right, so to end up week 5 here, we had the Billings Outlaws here edge out the West Texas Desert Hawks 36-32. With Billings, ever since being blown out here in week 1, they have improved to 3-1 here with Leslie Holt here at the helm with 5 touchdowns. The Firebirds increased their lead to 4-0 here. They are 4-0, and Peyton Ayuk once again can't get another win here. It ends up with a Albany victory. Damian Keys and Chuck Finley share the plays here, 5 touchdowns and 2 touchdowns respectively, but Peyton Ayuk holding it down here with 5 touchdowns. Did he get any rushing touchdowns? He did not. He didn't even attempt a run here today, but Albany ends up with a 10-point win here, beating Columbus in Ohio. And Hawaii get a comeback victory here with Kalen Blair scoring 8 touchdowns on the day and getting a touchdown near the end of the game here to keep it a 3-point game here. Surreal Ward though, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks here. Scott Woods had to come in for a little bit of the game. He ended up with 2 touchdowns, but Kalen Blair 8 touchdowns here and finally getting Hawaii the win all the way down in Honolulu against their Western rivals, the LA Kiss, who are still winless. Mason Mabry and Savion Williams have a war out there in Voodoo Arena, but it ends up with San Jose getting the victory. They end up going 3-1 on the season and should be a threat there for the West. I believe they should be leading the West there, right behind, I believe, Washington, who just ended up 4-1. But Mason Mabry, what a day. 7 touchdowns, 3 picks though, but Savion Williams was right next to him. He has 6 touchdowns with an INT as well. Phil Glover had a rushing touchdown. Mason Mabry had 1 long gain for 13 yards, and Savion Williams had a rushing touchdown as well, putting his total at 7 on the day, but just not enough to beat the San Jose SaberCats. They fall to 1-4. And finally, the Nashville Cats and the Salina Liberty have a defensive bout, but Nashville ends up with a 17-0 second half and they shut them down. Salina loses this one 22-37. Nelson Bullock had a decent day, 2 touchdowns, 250 yards, 19 of 41 with 46%. Not a good day on the accuracy end, but we don't even know what happened in that game. But Skaggs, he ends up with 3 touchdowns and an INT, but he still ends up losing this game. But Nelson Bullock, he did end up with a rushing touchdown alongside Dan Alexander, his running back, with a rushing touchdown to get it on the ground for the day. Nashville go 3-2 on the season. So looking at the standings here for week 5 in the American Conference, it is very, very competitive. The Wolfpack end up 4-1 on the season, still on top. The Outlaws are right behind them, and the SaberCats as well at 3-1 apiece. I believe they're all in the West Conference here in the Western Division. Yes, they are. 4-1, 3-1, and 3-1 with the Islanders and Kids at 1-4, 0-4. This should be about, and I believe all 3 of them should make it to the playoffs here. I believe 1 division winner and 1 wild card team, but I believe it should be 2, because we have 2 in the East, 2 in the 2 in one division, 2 in the other. So I believe they all should make it here if they have the best records going out to the end of the season. But the Wolfpack still ahead here in the American Conference here. The Cats are 3-2, Storm 3-2, the Fury 2-2. We should take a look at them sometime. The Liberty 2-3, the Rampage 1-3, the Islanders 1-4, and of course the lowly Kiss are 0-4 this season. In the National Conference, we still have 2 undefeated teams here. The Firebirds and the Hooters are both 4-0, with the Georgia Force climbing back here to 3-1. KJ Brown, what a player he has been in these sims in these past few weeks here. And then edging out here, coming at the near the end here, is the Phantoms and the Predators, both at 2-2. And then the Desert Hawks, Soul Destroyers, and Voodoo all only have 1 win. They are 1-3, and in this case for the Voodoo, 1-4. So here looking at the league leaders after 5 weeks, Kalen Blair almost amassing 2,000 yards. He is getting to it. He might be set up for a 5,000 yard season. Who knows here? But he has 1,555 yards, 28 touchdowns, 4 picks. For the rating here, it is going to be Jasco Ortiz here for the active quarterbacks. But no, Gary Kelly's still up here, and he's only still under 1,000. He has 23 touchdowns and no picks, along with Damian Keys here for the Firebirds, man. What a season. But Gary Kelly, look at him, man. 23 touchdowns and no picks so far after 5 weeks. Absolutely amazing here. Our touchdowns leader is Chris Dell here, so we should see Harper do on the receiving end as well. 31 touchdowns, 3 INTs here, and the best completion percentage goes to Leslie Hull. He has 61% completion percentage out of all the active quarterbacks. He is also 19 touchdowns with no picks and still under 1,000 yards. On the rushing end, KJ Brown takes over for Jordan Carter on the leader for yards. He also has 8 touchdowns here, which leads the league as well. On the receiving end, Corey Michael Jr. and Aaron Bailey both share the receptions record, but Corey Michael Jr., of course, with 14 touchdowns this season, 750 yards. He leads the league in all 3 categories, and he might be up for a Triple Crown award. On the defense here, Glenn Johnson with the tackles. Most tackles for loss here is going to Chad Webster. Most sacks here is Jerry Turner and Chad Webster with 5. Most INTs here is Anthony Hines. Most pass deflections here is Glenn Johnson, who's still out, and Kashawn Davis with 10. Forced fumbles here, D. Crosby. Most blockers still a 3-way tie. Most safeties here, Chad Webster here earlier today. And the most defensive touchdowns is Gerard Simpson with his 2nd pick 6 of the year. So that is it for week 5. For week 6, 7, and 8, we might have to do what we did in our old series here and just do post commentary, because I do not have too much time on my hands to do every single week until the fall. We're probably going to condense this into a pretty big episode, not too long as what I already got now, probably about 30 minutes or less, but it still should be pretty good. And I might try something different here for the next episode. But once again, I want to condense it all into a nice digestible middle of the season episode, and then go into late season, and then probably go into playoffs. So that's probably what I want to do. But thank you so much for watching so far. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you like the content. We still got more in the tuck here, and I'm still also thinking of ideas for my channel and for this series. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave it in the comment section down below. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.